Hi there, my name is John Tyler and I do a bunch of these how-to videos. I also do country music. I think I have 1,350 subscribers. I'd welcome you to come over too. I do some Bible studies in case you're interested in that. But with the how-tos, sometimes it takes me days, weeks, even up to a month to figure stuff out for myself, like how to build a teleprompter in my studio here. I have two teleprompters actually that I built. Each one cost me less than 50 bucks, probably around $40, buying a couple of pieces of stuff from Lowe's. So I want to show you how to build it, and I want to show you from stem to stern, all of that stuff. Then I'll come back at the very end and we'll say final little message, and I'll welcome you to do the subscription thing. But not until you see this video and you like what you see and you do it.
Well, this is the skeleton of the teleprompter. On the back end of it, this is the back end right here. And you want to have this board right here up a little bit so that your plexiglass will sit on it. And then it will rest on the top, right here, sheet of plexiglass. In the front is just open. Then when you get the plexiglass set on the top, by the way, this is just one piece of, I think it was 2 feet by 2 foot piece of plywood from Lowe's. And then you strengthen it with this bar and with the top bar. But you just take the 2 by 2 and cut it in two at a 45-degree angle. So if I took this piece and that piece and put them together, it would make the square. And that's it. You set this bottom piece here, which is the back, on top of your 32-inch, in my case, 32-inch monitor. But if you have a smaller one, you just make your 45s here smaller. So that's the bones, and I'll show you what it ends up looking like. So I bought one of these A2000 stands, AST420Y, flat panel TV stand, and you assemble it. I'll show you how. First thing I did was I took this bracket right here out of the box. And I had a flat panel TV right here that has 4 screw holes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you put the screws in there, and that mount is ready to go on your stand. And then there's another couple of steps and you'll have your teleprompter. So this is the way the monitor would look, and I have 2 of these monitors in my little green screen studio. This is the way a monitor would be used. This is the way I use my 2 monitors. But then there's an important thing to remember about the particular stand that I got. And that is the back, the mount right here. See these 2 little screws? Well, that allows you to loosen them up and flip the monitor any which way you want it to go. I'll show you what I'm doing. See, you just flip the monitor over flat and lower the stand right there, and then you take this pin and put it in there so that the stand won't drop any further. And now it's flat, ready to become the teleprompter. This is the flat screen, as horizontally flat as you could get it. This is the front of or the bottom and the front of the TV set. Well, we're going to spin that around on the stand, which is another reason I have that particular stand. Does everything. And now everything is going to read up into the glass, if you will, plexiglass, the teleprompter. Your next step, of course, is just to place this teleprompter that you built for cheap money right here. Just place it on top of the monitor. So now your monitor will read up into the glass, plexiglass that's going in that spot. Let me move around to the back so you get the idea. The front is flat. Flat. The back is where the plexiglass will lay. Now, to hold the monitor in a more stationary setup, I just bought a roll of this Velcro from Lowe's, and I stick it one piece along this edge and one across the far edge. That's it. And the opposite piece here will go underneath the at the bottom of the teleprompter that you built. Now, with the two strips of Velcro added, one on each end, you just do the same thing with the teleprompter and set it back up there. No problem if you're going to use your monitor as a teleprompter. And now that, excuse me, your teleprompter is fastened to your monitor with the Velcro, look, push on it all you want, it's not going to fall off of there. So my very next step is to buy this piece of, I think it's 18 bucks, but it's 24 by 30, something like that, from Lowe's. And you can see it's got a plastic coating on it to protect it. Very important that you protect that so that you don't get a scratch on it, because a scratch will show up in your camera when you're doing a teleprompter shoot. So now I've just laid the plexiglass across from the back, right here, straight up to the top. Now, there's a space here and a space on the other one. Just adjust it so that it's fairly square, which I will do in a minute. And then your camera is going to go here in the back. And then you're going to drape that with a black cloth. Show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've adjusted the glass over. Notice it lays across the back of that piece of wood that you put there. And at the very top, it extends about 4 inches past that. Now, if you're talented and you want to cut that, go right ahead. I didn't, because it doesn't affect anything that I am going to do as a teleprompter. In fact, it actually helps, because I'm going to drape the black cloth from the very top of that right across the back of this and over the back of the camera. Show you what I'm talking about. In this instance, I'm just showing you a C920 Logitech webcam. It's placed right behind the screen, the plexiglass, so that it will see right through the words you're going to see in your teleprompter. Just like the big studios do, only for under 50 bucks, other than the stand, of course. Now, I just draped a black bed sheet that I bought for 10 bucks, and that does both monitors. I just cut it in half, over the camera and over the plexiglass, over the top of the monitor. Now, as I move closer toward the front, you can see that the cloth hangs down in front. You can Velcro it up if you want to, and I probably will do that. I'll tuck it under there. Okay, so all I did was just tucked it under the the wood here, lifted up the plexiglass a little and tucked it under there. Now, in the back there, you see the camera, and it can only see you through the words. The words will go in reverse from here, the flat panel TV, to the screen, and you'll reverse them horizontally. Show you that in a minute. And I'll get you a free teleprompter script too, a script writer. So that's it. Your camera only sees through the plexi, just like the big guys at the TV studio. Okay, so I've set the monitor, or a monitor, this is actually my original one, with the C920 webcam behind the plexiglass. And I'll show you how that will roll in just a moment. When you load up your Easy Prompter like this, you want to put all caps or no caps, whatever, break at the end of the sentence, or in this case, we want to flip it horizontally. Watch what happens to the word start. It's backwards. Then over in the prompter itself, let me try to zoom in on that. You see where it says start in the correct order for you to be reading it. Now I will push the little button that says start or play on my little laptop, which I have going to my second monitor here, which I have flipped over and made a teleprompter. Watch, I'll hit play and watch what happens. See that? Welcome to Easy Prompter, which is your free prompter. To begin, hit the play button. I mean, I could talk and read and type my own script in. But that's how you make your teleprompter. Cool, right? I'll hit pause. And that's how we do it.
So, here I am back again. By the way, I have a how-to video here on my channel on how to add 2 cameras. I'm not doing it right now because I'm doing another subject. But how to have 2 cameras going in your little studio that you have at home or wherever some office someplace. But if you like what you see here, I'm not looking for money or, send money and like a bunch of these guys do. What I find and I share with you. Hey, that rhymes. But anyway, just subscribe. All you have to do, come on back, because we have a lot of interesting how-tos here. And as soon as I figure out how to do something, I'm here to share it with you. So with that, thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the campus at some point, I'm sure. Thanks for coming by.